What if I told you that some of the most gripping stories aren't found in Hollywood blockbusters or best-selling novels, but in video games? These aren't just play-and-forget experiences. They're emotional powerhouses that draw you in with unforgettable characters. We're counting down 15 story-driven games that deliver tales so impactful, they'll leave an undeniable impact on how you view games. Our journey begins in feudal Japan with Ghost of Tsushima. This action-adventure masterpiece places you in the role of Jin Sakai, a samurai fighting to save his island from Mongol invaders. But it's more than a war story. Jin struggles with his identity, torn between his traditional samurai code and the harsh realities of guerrilla warfare. The game's world is stunning, with picturesque landscapes that breathe life into its emotional tale. The story might not be as powerful as some of the other games on this list, but with its layered characters, moral dilemmas, and a soundtrack that pulls at your heartstrings, Ghost of Tsushima is an unforgettable gaming experience worth sharing.
They are brutal.
Imagine a world where androids walk among us, not as machines, but as beings yearning for freedom. In Detroit Become Human, you guide 3 androids, Kara, Marcus, and Connor, through a branching narrative filled with life and death decisions. Every choice matters, shaping not just their fates, but the course of an entire society. The game dives deep into themes of humanity, justice, and morality, challenging you to reflect on your own values. With breathtaking visuals, top-tier voice acting, and endless replayability, Detroit Become Human isn't just a game. It's an experience that evolves based on how you play it.
You lied to me, Connor.
Few games have impacted the industry like The Last of Us. This post-apocalyptic journey follows Joel and Ellie, 2 survivors navigating a world ravaged by a fungal outbreak. But it's not the infected that steal the show. It's the heartbreaking bond between these two. The game masterfully explores themes of love, loss, and survival, often forcing players to confront the darker sides of humanity. With its emotional storytelling and unforgettable moments, it's a game that redefined what video game narratives could achieve. If you haven't played it yet, prepare to be utterly captivated. Set in the sprawling, neon-soaked streets of Night City, Cyberpunk 2077 immerses you in a dystopian world where technology blurs the line between humanity and machine. You play as V, a mercenary haunted by the digital ghost of rocker rebel Johnny Silverhand, voiced by Keanu Reeves. The game's story is as much about your personal journey as it is about unraveling corporate conspiracies. Whether you're making life-altering choices, forming deep relationships, or exploring moral gray areas, Cyberpunk 2077 delivers a story rich in depth and emotion, complemented by an open world that feels alive at every turn.
So what was that?
Guys, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Please hit that subscribe button if you can. It really helps. But next, I want to tell you about the emotional story of one of my personal favorites. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End is an epic when it comes to storytelling. The game sees the treasure hunter Nathan Drake grappling with his past as he's pulled into one last quest. The story masterfully balances blockbuster action with deeply emotional moments, exploring Nathan's relationships and the cost of his obsession. The banter between characters feels natural, and the performances are top-notch. With breathtaking set pieces and an emotional climax that ties up the series beautifully, this game proves that even action-packed adventures can tell a heartfelt, human story.
Yeah, like ever.
No, not by a long shot.
My name is Scott Shelby. I'm a private...
What would you do to save someone you love? That's the question Heavy Rain asks as you unravel a tense, dramatic thriller. The game follows 4 characters, each tied to the origami killer.
Ethan Mars has had psychological problems since his first...
Your choices shape the outcome, and no one is safe. Any character can die, permanently altering the story. It's a gripping tale of loss, desperation, and redemption, bolstered by a cinematic presentation and gut-wrenching moral dilemmas. For fans of interactive drama, Heavy Rain is a masterpiece that keeps you on edge until the final reveal. A story told through silence and shadows. Shadow of the Colossus is a minimalist masterpiece. You play as Wander, a young warrior on a quest to bring a girl back to life. To do so, you must defeat 16 towering colossi scattered across a desolate landscape. The game raises profound questions about morality, sacrifice, and the consequences of your actions, all without heavy dialogue. Its hauntingly beautiful world and emotional impact make it one of the most unique storytelling experiences in gaming, proving that sometimes less really is more.
Any of you boys feel like running?
Step into the boots of Arthur Morgan, an outlaw caught in the dying days of the Wild West. Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't just a game. It's a sprawling epic that explores loyalty, morality, and the cost of survival. As a member of the Vanderlyn gang, you'll witness their rise and fall, all while navigating complex relationships and making choices that impact Arthur's fate. The world is alive, filled with small details and characters who feel real. With some of the best writing and acting in gaming history, this is a story you'll never forget.
Warn me about what?
In a world overrun by terrifying zombie-like creatures, Days Gone offers more than just survival. At its heart, it's a deeply human story about love, loss, and redemption. You play as Deacon St. John, a drifter and biker searching for hope in a brutal, unforgiving world. The game's open world is filled with danger and mystery, but it's the relationships Deacon forms and the secrets he uncovers that truly drive the narrative. It's an emotional ride that balances intense action with quieter, heartfelt moments.
You know, same as me. Anything that happens here is far better than what's going on out there.
Considered one of the greatest RPGs of all time, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt places you in the boots of Geralt of Rivia, a monster hunter searching for his missing ward, Ciri. But I'm sure you probably know that. If you haven't already played it, now's the time to check it out. You don't need to know the story of the first two games to enjoy it either. It's a tale of love, destiny, and war. Every quest, from the main story to the smallest side mission, is filled with depth and consequences. With its rich lore, morally complex characters, and a world that feels alive, The Witcher 3 delivers an unforgettable narrative experience that sets the standard for storytelling in games. In Mass Effect 2, you lead Commander Shepard and a crew of misfits on a mission to save the galaxy. It's a story about camaraderie, sacrifice, and the weight of leadership. What makes this game truly shine is its cast. Each companion has a rich backstory, personal struggles, and missions that deepen their connection with you. Your choices not only shape the fate of your crew, but ripple across the trilogy, making every decision feel meaningful. With cinematic storytelling and some of the best character development in gaming, Mass Effect 2 is an unmissable epic. In the nuclear wasteland of the Mojave Desert, Fallout New Vegas tells a story of power, revenge, and survival. As the courier, you're left for dead after being shot in the head, but your journey to uncover the truth spirals into a battle for the fate of New Vegas itself. The game's branching storylines let you align with factions, betray allies, or carve your own path to power. With its razor-sharp writing, dark humor, and world that adapts to your choices, New Vegas remains a standout in the Fallout series and one of the best RPGs ever made. Dive into the eerie, atmospheric world of Alan Wake, a psychological thriller that blurs the line between reality and fiction. You play as Alan, a novelist trapped in a town where his own horror stories coming to life. As darkness closes in, you'll fight shadowy enemies using light and uncover the mystery behind his wife's disappearance. With its Stephen King-inspired narrative and chilling atmosphere, Alan Wake delivers a gripping tale that keeps you guessing until the very end. It's a must-play for anyone who loves suspenseful, story-driven games.
You don't even play a detective on a murder case.
Disco Elysium is unlike any game you've played. This detective RPG drops you into the shoes of a washed-up cop trying to solve a murder in a city teetering on the edge of collapse. But it's not just about solving crimes. It's a deep exploration of identity, politics, and the human condition. Your choices shape every aspect of the story, from how you interact with characters to the kind of detective you become. With its sharp writing, philosophical depth, and unique gameplay, Disco Elysium is a storytelling triumph that challenges you to think like never before. At its core, Life is Strange is about choices and the consequences they bring. You play as Max Caulfield, a photography student who discovers she can rewind time. This ability lets you reshape events, but it also forces you to face tough moral dilemmas. The story is deeply emotional, touching on themes like friendship, love, and the struggles of growing up. With its relatable characters and powerful moments, Life is Strange is a narrative-driven experience that proves games can tackle real-life issues with honesty and heart.
She had a heart attack or a car accident.
Whether you're chasing revenge, unraveling mysteries, or navigating impossible choices, these games prove that storytelling in gaming is as diverse as it is impactful. Which one's your favorite? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more gaming content.